We have to talk about the looming possibility of war with Iran in some form. Diplomacy, as of this hour, we're recording this on Thursday, the 19th, is still underway, but the reporting suggests that we're about as close to a military conflict with Iran as we can be. We could be ready to strike at a moment's notice. By the time this airs, we might already be in a conflict.
This one's interesting. This is truly a big stick diplomacy. We're sending a message to Iran, we're here. And if you don't come to something, and he even said it at the Board of Peace, either way is going to be good for him. As a Republican who's not a fan of Trump, I certainly have my questions. But what I find also interesting here is I don't necessarily even have a problem, though, because Iran is destabilizing. We can't let them have nuclear weapons. We need to be there to defend our allies like Israel and other Middle Eastern countries. There's a big part of me as a Republican who feels like we have a responsibility in the world to protect our allies, to try to preserve peace as being the biggest, strongest power that's out there, and that Iran is a threat. And if we can get them to an agreement by putting military outside of it, it's probably good. Now, it's also a political question. Many in the MAGA base hate this. Marjorie Taylor Greene was already out today saying this thing is horrible. But what I'd be curious about is, does this bring back those more traditional Republicans that do feel like we have that responsibility? And so this one's kind of a mixed bag for me.
Right. I agree that it's not straightforward from a policy standpoint, and people inside the administration are privy to far more information than you and I have. But the whole point is that the Constitution requires Congress to
Exactly.
declare war for a reason. And
Exactly.
I'm a constitutional purist in this regard, at
Yeah.
least. There's supposed to be consultation. This is supposed to be a function of the republic that the people's elected representatives can weigh in on. Even FDR, when we engaged in military activity that wasn't even a declaration of war around the Lend-Lease program, went on the air to explain it to the American people and get the American people's tacit backing and then formal backing when we actually declared war through Congress. That's what should happen here.
Yeah, in America, how we do things is equally important as what we do. You do need congressional approval on this. And one of the biggest disagreements I've had with Trump on so many things is just how he approaches this and how we are deploying military into the region to start a war without congressional approval is honestly, it's an impeachable offense. It'll never happen, but it's wrong.